Washington set to return for the Vikings.
Yeah, it looks like Jamarcus Washington, number 2, is about on the 20-yard line. Brother Jamarcus is at the 15. And Prairie View is set to kick off. And this game is about to be underway. And we are underway. Decent kick up the middle. It's Jamarcus Washington with the return. Decent return here. He's across the 35, 40. He's at midfield. And I don't see any flags, Greg, so we're going to get some pretty good field position to start this ball game.
That's a great start. That kick went down to about the 15-yard line, and he just went around that left edge like a rocket.
Yep, and Landon Wheat, I see him on the field.
Good to see him back.
Landon missed all last year with an injury. And he was the one that did a lot of kicking on his sophomore year in place of whenever Jace Quirin was out. So Landon's a very flexible player, can play a lot of different positions, very tall, very athletic, and he's going to be split out wide along with J.J. Kendrick. Trey Mack in the shotgun is going to hand it off, and it's Washington. About 6 yards, Greg?
Yeah, 6 yards on that.
Washington with
so a good start for the Vikings. It's going to be 2nd and 4, just across midfield on the 49-yard line of the Buffaloes.
The Buffaloes, 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 from the Buffalo 49-yard line.
Landon Wheat comes to the near side along with J.J. Kendrick. Just going with 2 wide receivers here, kind of different. And there's another handoff to Washington. He got tripped up in the backfield, almost lost the ball. He might have just only gained a yard there. Third and 3, Greg.
3rd and 3. Might get to see a pass here to one of these receivers, JJ or Landon here.
Yeah, Trey Mack still in the shotgun. And another handoff, fake the pass, but it's got a first down.
Nice run right up the middle.
Nice pickup by Washington. He gets down to about the 41 of the Buffaloes. The 1st and 10 Vikings from there. Beautiful field here in Prairie View, Greg. As we pulled up here, I was here 2 years ago, and I knew it was nice, but man, it is a nice field.
I thought we were lost.
Yeah, you don't see it until you get here. Literally, you're driving, you're about 0.3 miles away, and you can't see anything, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's there.
Beautiful turf field.
Trey Mack in the shotgun by himself. He's going to run it. Goes to the left side. He picks up 5, 6. He might got a first down.
Yeah, that's close. Gain of about 8, I think.
Tackled by number 10, Elijah Williams.
Oh, there's a late flag. Came in from the back judge. That's got to be on the secondary, I would think. No, it's on the Vikings.
Holding against the Vikings.
Maybe a receiver downfield holding.
Possibly. That'll back the Vikings up a little bit. The 1st and 20 is what it's showing on the scoreboard. On the ball on the 41.
40 and a half.
2nd and 10 from the
41.
Excuse me, 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 41-yard line.
Well, Greg, I'm confused here because it says on the scoreboard, it said 1st and 20. Now it's back to 1st and 10. So
maybe it's a spot foul.
Must have been
15 yards down the field, 10 yards down the field.
So Trey Mack's going to throw. He throws it deep. JJ. It's a jump ball. And J.J. Kendrick comes down with it. Wow.
Yeah,
that's just athletic ability.
Athleticism right there.
Nice reception.
I mean, if you do that against a good team with a good defensive back, I mean, that's going to be an interception, but J.J. Kendrick just went up and grabbed that. That's a good pass from Trey Mack, and it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 9.
A nice 30-yard gain. Yeah.
Got Cade Brown in it. Looks like a end of the line as a tight end position there.
Jamarian Washington.
Washington is in for a touchdown.
That's
number 22.
That's just brute strength right there. 9-yard touchdown run by Jamarian Washington to get the Vikings with the first score of the season. Take a 6-0 lead.
Great opening drive for the Vikings. One penalty that was probably kind of a fluke penalty, but didn't slow them down.
And Jace Quirin in to attempt the extra point. We were just talking about him. Looks good.
And his little brother held it for him.
That's awesome.
That was Jagger holding. Good to see him out on the football field.
Jagger and Jace, that's a good connection there.
He's not much of a little brother.
He's a good athlete. Seen a lot of him as a freshman last year on the basketball court. He did really good.
Yeah, he did well.
So 9:31 to play here in the first quarter. The Vikings are up 7-0. Let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll come back for more Viking football. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit LavetteHealth.com.
Jace Quirin check your kick off for the Vikings.
Welcome back to Lacine, Kansas. Tony Fuentes, Greg Chalker, Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. Parsons Vikings off to a 7-0 start to begin the season here. 9:31 to play first quarter. And Jace Quirin is teeing it up. Getting ready to kick it off to the Buffaloes. The Buffaloes can have their first possession. And Greg, you know, I feel like we're going to score some points. But I feel like the defense is going to be the key this year. If we can get some stops, I think we can definitely have a good season.
I talked to Coach Dumas last night, and
play clock just ran out. Delay a game. Go ahead, Greg. I'm sorry.
Well, talking to Coach Dumas last night, who coaches the defense, and this is what I'm really curious to see, because we've all known we're going to score some points, but he is very excited about this defense and the way they're hitting, the way they're rushing to the ball. So this will be a good test. Notice Prairie View doesn't have many guys out. They've only got 27 in accounted. They got 27 suited up.
Wow, that's definitely different from a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, they had 45 to 50 kids out.
Now I see some kids down there in Jersey, so they got some kids in. Good kick.
Good kick. Maybe Jason wanted to get that 5-yard penalty.
Down to the goal line from the 35.
Wow, that's awesome.
Wow, good return.
Good return there. About 29-yard line is where Prairie View is going to start their first drive.
Parker Schwartz with that return. Not a bad return. Start at his own goal line.
Yeah, Jason Smart will be very good on the defensive side of the ball. He's on the near side here. We got Jamarcus Washington back this year. He's over on the far side.
There's Chandler Henson out there, number 24.
Yep, right in the middle. Looks like he's playing linebacker.
Looks like a fire hydrant.
Yep. Corbin Harris, also another kid to watch, number 50, Greg. He laid some hits last year. Man, he's a good kid too. And first play is a pitch.
There we go. Good tackle.
Oh, fumble.
Ball's on the ground. Looked like, yeah.
I think they lost 4 yards.
Recovered by Grant Steenbergen.
But a host of Vikings on that. Looked like Jason Smart was in on that.
I think Corbin Harris is the one that made the hit that dislodged the ball.
A loss of 4 on the play. Bring that second 4 from the
Trey Tullis, number 34 on that defensive line. Got Demias Johnson, DeMonta Kendrick, Sam Brewer. I mean, there's some pretty good size out there. Cade Brown.
Anybody that's listened to me announce games at Marvel Park knows I'm really good at saying the wrong names. So.
So I'm not sure what the holdup is here, but it's going to be a penalty on the Vikings maybe? I don't know. They're moving the ball. Not sure what happened there. I didn't see a flag.
I didn't see any flags.
Drew, did you see a flag?
Okay, we believe
see
the
no
ball
flag
was
on the grounds. I'm
at
not
the
sure.
29 at the line of scrimmage,
They
29
just
yard
threw
line.
another
That
flag.
must be a sideline.
Whistle.
So
Looks like a
that's
sideline warning,
probably,
maybe?
that's probably going to be a unsportsmanlike on our sideline, I'm guessing. I don't know what else that could be. If that's the case, that's going to be 15 yards. And the Vikings are backing it up. So they're going to give the – I'm not sure what's going on here.
I don't know.
The head ref is writing some stuff down here. And he is going to walk it off.
Hope he's not writing my name down.
If he can hear you from here, he's got good ears.
Wow, that's a big penalty.
Yeah.
Loss of 4 to first and
So now
and
it's
10
going
at
to be
midfield.
1st and 10 at the 44.
Unsportsmanlike conduct or sideline warning called against the Vikings. Going to bring up 1st and 10 from the Vikings 44-yard line.
It's not how we wanted to start the defensive side, but
No.
that's okay.
No.
So they
Good
are
news is they made the hit.
under center here is Mullins. And a
Another
fumble
fumble.
again. The Vikings got it.
We got it this time. Yep.
34. That's
34.
Trey Tolis.
Good job, Trey Tolis.
Trey Tolis.
Nobody touched him. That ball just never got into
Wow.
his hands.
2 plays, Greg, and they fumbled on both of them.
Right.
And we get an unsportsmanlike to move them almost to midfield, and then we still get the ball back in better field position than we had in the first drive. 8:56 now to play. 7-0 Vikings, and here come the Vikings out on offense. And we got Brody Boss, Sam Brewer, Landon Wheat, Marion Kendrick, Trey Mack, Myers Johnson, Corbin Harris, Tate Phillips out there on the end.
Yep.
And another handoff to Washington. There's already a flag. I'm not sure. That's got to be on the Vikings. That's the only thing it could be.
Yeah.
So a 3 or 4 yard gain is going to go backwards, I believe.
Only thing maybe somebody lined up. Nope, that's a
play.
hold.
Holding on the offense.
Against the Vikings.
So that one will be 1st and 20.
Well, depends on if it's a spot where it might just go from the spot. I don't know. It was on about the 42. It might be about 1st and 17.
Yeah.
Let's see where he puts it. Nah, he's going all the way back. We're all the way back into Viking territory on the 46.
Vikings 46-yard line.
So
Pretty sloppy start, but so far we've overcome it.
yep. So 1st and 21.
Pass
Pass to
to
Landon
Landon.
Wheat. He caught
There's
it. He's
that-
going to
he's
go.
gone.
Landon's going all the way down the sideline. 20 out of bounds outside the 20.
That's 17.
Wow. What a catch by Landon there. Because he was looking straight into the sun. I could see right there by the 45-yard line, there's just a little bit of sunlight, and I could tell he was looking straight into the sun, but he made a good catch and ran it straight down the field. Like we said earlier in the pregame, Landon's a good player, a good athlete.
Well,
So,
I got Trey Mack 2 for 2 for about 60 yards. So
yep. And here comes the Buffalo late coming up to the
Yep.
line. Here comes
Like they're
Mack,
gonna
wants it
blitz.
quick.
Looks
Oh,
like-
my
looks like a
goodness. This
false
is going to be a
start.
false start on the Vikings. Sure enough. Vikings going to back it up 5 here. So,
boy, that was a little jet sweep to JJ. That was going to be there too.
yeah, he
That was
could have
wide
probably,
open.
could have came all the way to the near side here and scored on that one.
Yeah, they were
And
short.
here comes Jamarcus Washington into the game.
Right.
And I could see him doing some similar stuff like that on a jet sweep. Very quick kid. 8-10 and counting. First quarter. Vikings lead 7-0. And they are driving. They're on the 25-yard line of the Buffaloes. 1st and 15.
You got Jamarcus out here wide.
And Trey Mack's looking to pass, and now he's going to run it. He's got a little bit of room. He gets back to 5 yards and maybe a couple more, but a long flag coming in from deep. Man, he threw that flag a long ways.
Yeah.
He threw that flag 25 yards.
Lucky he didn't hit somebody in the eye.
No kidding. And I'm willing to bet it's on the Vikings. It's been a lot of holding so far. Every penalty's been against the Vikings. Yep, against the Vikings. Let's see.
I don't know what that call was.
1st and 15. He picked up about 7. Let's see what they're going from the 19. If they take it back to the 29, it'll be 1st and 14.
Well, that's a 15-yard.
Wow, unbelievable.
I don't know what that
I
was.
don't know what that signal was, but it was against the Vikings.
I'm not sure what that signal is either, Greg, but the ball is on the 34-yard line.
They got to get down to the 10 for a first down, so it's all 20
1st
yards.
and 24. And Washington's bottled up. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled by a slew of Buffaloes there. 7:21 and counting first quarter.
By Grant Steenbergen.
Vikings lead 7-0.
Ball is on the Buffalo 34-yard
2nd and 24 on the 34-yard line. Yeah, they just need to get the ball in the hands of a playmaker and just let him make a move and pick up some yardage.
We've got the best athletes on the field. We just need to use them now.
Fumble. And Washington covers it up.
Picked it up.
Wow.
Fumble on the play, but was recovered by
That's going to be about a 3rd and 30.
Lost the 4 on the play.
Yeah, about at the 38-yard line. So
Bring up
3rd and 28
from the 38-yard line.
Maybe pick half of this up and test Quirin's leg here.
True, yeah. So he did kick it from the 35 all the way to the goal line. Right. So he kicked it.
And he's with the wind.
65 yards.
It's not much breeze, but
on that kickoff.
It's helping him a little in this direction.
So here's Mack back to pass, and he's got a wide open, and he missed him.
Yeah. JJ got some separation.
Yeah, he just a little bit late getting out that spin move, and I just don't think he could handle the pass. Just a little bit outside. And I'm guessing the Vikings are just going to go for it here.
That would be my guess.
That's basically where they got the ball on that fumble. So.
Oh no, looks like they're gonna.
They might just punt it.
Yeah. I'm assuming Jace is the punter as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 4th and 28, ball on the 38 of the Buffaloes.
Kicking from the 50.
Uh-oh, bad snap, and decent punt. Good roll.
Wow,
if we can down that.
Look at this.
Down it right there, guys.
Down to
touch
the
it.
1 inch line.
Wow, that was close, Greg.
They waited longer than I would.
I think I would have grabbed it a little bit before that. They grabbed it literally.
It is
from our view. It looked like inches away from the goal.
Well, you look at it now. It looks like the edge of the nose of the ball's on the goal line.
Wow.
This will be fun to watch with our defense.
There was 2 Vikings though right down there on the ball as it was rolling down to the goal line. So pretty smart play there by Coach Scheibe to have Quirin punt it down there.
Coaches might have a discussion with those young men about waiting so long to down it.
No kidding. We'll see if
worked out.
We'll see if the Buffaloes can go 99.5 here.
Yeah.
Be the longest you can possibly go on the field for a touchdown.
Right.
6:02 to play, first quarter. Vikings lead 7-0. And it's a handoff, and he gets it barely out.
Barely out.
And they're wanting a safety, but they're saying he got out to about the 1. The sideline judge came out from about the 1 yard line, Greg.
Yeah, I didn't see who was in on that. Was that Demise Johnson?
I think it was Demise and Cade Brown both were there.
Yeah.
There were several of them just stacked it up. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to run it up the middle on us. I mean,
no.
We're clogging the middle pretty good. They're going to have to bounce it to the outside to try to gain something. And from their own end zone again.
Here comes a show 'em blitz.
2nd and 9 from the 1. And another handoff, and maybe picked up 3 or 4 on that one.
About the 5.
Elijah Williams with a nice run.
5:06 to play, first quarter.
Tackled by number 50, Corbin Harris.
The Vikings can tighten up here. We can get a stop and end up with good field position. We've kind of shot
Be-
ourselves in
yeah.
the foot a few times.
36.
Yeah, a lot of penalties. At least 5 or 6 penalties already, Greg.
Yeah.
Got to clean that up. And there's been times where we've had a stretch of having some bad penalties, and
Trey Logan's in the game.
sometimes shoot us in the foot. All right, we got a 3rd and 6 from about the 4.
Kind of feels like a big play.
And another handoff, and he got the first down.
He got the first down right
He
up the
got
middle.
Josh Goodwin with the
It
carry
just
for
kind of a
the
little off
third
tackle
down
there. He
from
kind of bounced right through the hole.
Yeah.
Has a good pickup by the
Tackle
Buffaloes.
Makai Ball and
Makai Ball in on that tackle.
1st and 10.
And really, Makai Ball was the last one to get him, or he would have had a lot of open space.
Yeah, you're right.
play was good. For
1st
a
and 10 on the 13-yard
Buffalo.
line. 4:15 and counting here, first quarter. Vikings still lead 7-0. Buffaloes are backed up deep in their own territory. But they just picked up a first down on their first down of the game for them, actually.
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
And got a man in motion. And a run to the right side and a decent pickup there. On
He's a
first
good-looking
down
back.
again.
That's Josh Goodwin.
Tackled by number 7, Makai Ball.
Yeah, he's got some good size. I remember him from
Gain
last
on the
year.
play will bring up 2nd and 2 from the
I didn't see who made that
Buffalo
tackle, did you?
22-yard line.
I did not either. Yeah, Gabe Morello, the quarterback, senior quarterback, he was a pretty good little quarterback last year, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Trey Logan on the near side here. Kai Ball kind of playing safety.
Right.
And a little pitch to the outside, and
Great
nice
pursuit,
tackle by
great
Cade
pursuit.
Brown.
That was beautiful.
Wow.
Good to have him healthy.
I mean, he might have picked up a first down there,
Yeah,
Greg, but
absolutely.
that saved about 6 or 7 yards. Actually, he stopped him short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play.
Great open field tackle
That
by
was
Cade Brown.
Such a good angle, such good pursuit.
22-yard line.
Just showing off his speed there. Beautiful night here. I mean,
It
it's
is.
just gorgeous. The sun's setting behind us, and the shadows now are almost completely covering the field. We got a 3rd and 2 from their own 22 are the Buffaloes. Vikings lead 7-0. And first down.
Yeah. Second effort got that first down.
Yeah.
Josh
The first
Goodwin
guy
with the
got
line
there.
play.
Cade Brown got there first right at the line of scrimmage, and then
Initial
just getting
contact
hold
play
on.
was number 7,
And just
Makai
brute
Ball.
strength
Makai
just
Ball.
getting through.
For a Prairie View.
Makai Ball finished him off.
Yep, we're down to almost 2
Ball is
minutes to
now
play
on
here,
the
first quarter.
Buffalo 29-yard
Vikings
line.
lead 7-0. Vikings scored on that opening drive and then had very good field position on their second drive and just couldn't cash
Yep,
in.
moving backwards.
Too many penalties. And the Buffaloes have picked up a couple of first downs on this drive, and they're out to their own 29-yard line now. 1st and 10. Another handoff.
Counter
Wow.
play to number 17.
And
Boy,
that's a
he
pretty
doesn't
good
want, He doesn't
run.
want to go down. I think our whole defense is trying to tackle him.
Wow.
That was a nice run.
Nice run by number 17.
And he picked up another first down.
You know what's crazy is you practice all summer, you practice all fall, and you think you're good, and
Yeah.
then you don't know, and then you get our jamboree got canceled. So
Yeah.
you get so tired of playing against yourselves all the time.
Yeah,
So
it's tough.
you're always going to get some mistakes that first game.
Because normally, you know, you have that jamboree and you get some real life live hits, and you know you kind of get in the feel, and then tonight's your first real feel of the year, and some of these kids haven't seen a whole lot of playing time, but
Right.
some of them have.
Right.
But still, they haven't seen it in almost a year. So, and we got 1st and 10 from the 41, and there's a
There's a
penalty in the
flag.
backfield.
Josh Goodwin with the carry. Tackle number 34, Trey Tullis, and number 35.
DeMonte Kendrick and Trey Tullis on that tackle. Let's see what the penalty is.
I'm hoping it's on Prairie View.
It would be nice.
Let's see what they're going with.
Yep. Looks like false start.
That was a false start called against the Buffaloes.
So that just dead ball from the
No,
original spot, isn't it?
It should have been. Maybe it was a.
Yeah,
maybe,
he's going from the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there it
He's
is.
going to back it up from there. Okay, good deal. So it'll be 1st and 15.
So that play never happened.
Yep, nothing happened. Nothing to see here.
Who's up 1st and 15 from
Down
the
to
36
44
yard line.
seconds to go in the first quarter. Game going by fairly quick here.
Yeah.
7-0 Vikings.
Well, Prairie View hadn't put the ball in the air, so that lends itself to a fast-moving game.
Yeah, when you run it and the clock just keeps running, it goes pretty fast. So 1st and 15 from their own 36. Another handoff and bottled up at the backfield. Who is that?
74. That's David Finley. Is that right?
Josh giving up the carry.
Yeah, I thought it was 34.
Might have been.
It's Trey Tullis.
Trey Tullis. Okay.
Trey Tullis with a great tackle there.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, Trey just bear hugged him.
Yeah.
2nd 17 from the 34-yard line.
So that is the end of the first quarter. So the Vikings have a 7-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. Let's take a 1-minute break, and then we'll come back here to Lacine. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Welcome back to Prairie View High School in Lacine, Kansas. Parsons Vikings have a 7-0 lead. This is Tony Fuentes here, along with Greg Chalker and Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. Karen Hardesty back in our KLKC studio patching us through.
You know, I think overall a good first quarter for the Vikings. You know, Jamarian Washington, about 23 yards rushing on 5 carries. Trey Max 2 for 2. 60 yards.
Yep.
J.J. Kendrick, a 30-yard pass, and Landon Wheat.
Just a lot of penalties, Gray.
Yeah.
I mean, other than those penalties,
Clean it up,
we played really well. So defense have given up a couple of first downs here on this drive. Oh, another. Oh. Wow, I thought that was going to be a fumble,
Another
Greg.
great pursuit by
Cade
Brown.
Nice defensive play by Cade
He's a
Brown
beast.
again.
He can really track somebody down. He gained a couple yards and just
That's a
ran
guy that
right
can play at
after
the
him.
next level.
Yep.
3rd and 16.
3rd and
Right at the
16.
Buffalo 35-yard line.
Well, what was crazy about that is he was going the other direction, stopped,
and
then made the pursuit and caught the guy.
Just darted. So 3rd and 16 here for the Buffaloes. And I'm guessing if they don't pick this up, they're definitely going to have to punt unless they get it close to midfield and get close to something here. Let's see what they do. Fake the handoff pass.
Throwing the ball.
And nothing there. Great pursuit. DeMonte Kendrick just buried him.
Initial contact.
Wow.
Gain of 1 or 2.
Assisted by number 25.
Yeah, but it's going to be 4th and
15.
Well, we got a little bit of break here. I'm going to thank some of our sponsors. Some of the sponsors bring in Viking football in 23-24 as Labette Community College, Forbes Hoppen Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. And the punt is not very good.
No.
They would have been better off going for it.
Yeah.
And we also have sponsors Labette Bank, Bartlett Co-op, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Dress for Less, Community National Bank, Tank Connection, Wood Insurance Center, Strategic Partners, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Parsons District Schools, Snyder Lawn Care, and Olson Ace Hardware. Thank all of them for sponsoring Viking football here in the 2023-2024 season.
Parsons has the ball first and 10 at the Prairie View 36. So
great field position again, Greg.
Great field position.
That's almost where we got it on the last drive, and we didn't cash in.
Cash in here.
The hand off to J.J. Kendrick. Kendrick on the
corner.
He could go. He gains about 15 before going out of bounds.
With a nice run around the end.
About the 21 looks like where they have it marked.
78, Grant Steenberg.
That was a kind of a late developing play there, Greg. I
I
didn't think he was going to get the edge, but then he kind of accelerated there and picked up what he could. I thought it was only going to go for about 5 yards, but then he ended up picking up 15 there on first down. So 1st and 10 on the Buffalo 21, 10-12 to play and counting. Trey Mack in, shotgun. Jamarian Washington next to him. Mack with it, gets it to Washington. Washington picks up about 3 or 4.
Jamarian Washington.
He's been averaging about 3 or 4 carry, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Josh Goodwin for the Buffaloes.
Gonna be 2nd and 7 on about the 17.5-yard line.
Yeah, hopefully they just keep running the ball, get everybody calmed down.
Yeah,
Take a few minutes off the clock.
Yeah, we don't need any false starts. We don't need any extracurriculars. We just need to punch this one in and get a comfortable lead here, and then play some defense.
Coach Scheibe get in at halftime. I'm sure he'll have a few choice words about the penalties.
Yeah, you got Kendrick far side, Wheat near side. Wants to throw, gets it to Kendrick. Kendrick makes a move.
Got the first down.
Close to it. I don't know if they're going to give it to him, Greg. I don't know. That's close. I think it's short.
They gave it to him.
Did he give it to him?
Yep.
Defense on that play was Stephen McGuire.
I thought he was a half yard short, but we'll take it. 1st and 10, just outside the 10, so they can still get a first down about the 1.
From the 11-yard line.
Hopefully the Vikings just can punch it in from here. 8:49 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. Vikings are on the road here in Lacine. And here is Washington bottled up.
Looks like they fumbled.
Man, I thought he was down, Greg.
So did I.
But there's no replay in high school football, and they're saying the Buffalo's got it, I believe. I don't know. They're saying he was down. Yep.
I think that's the right call.
The ref on the near side here, Greg, was pointing the other way.
Yeah, I saw him.
So the head ref went in and overtook. I thought he was down.
It looked like he was down.
You know, the ground was not supposed to cause the fumble. It looked like his arms hit and the ball hit the ground. So it's just going to be 2nd and 10.
Mack
to
throw.
Wheat. Wheat makes a move and scores.
He's going to win that battle every single
Landon
time.
Wheat's just a really good athlete. And Landon Wheat gets his first touchdown of the year. 11-yard touchdown to Landon Wheat.
Good job by the Vikings capitalizing on that punt, getting good field position and taking advantage of it.
So 8:04 to play here in the 2nd quarter. Jace Querin on to attempt the extra point. Vikings lead 13-0. The extra point is up, and it is good. So 14-0 now, Vikings.
Jace Querin, point after kick is good.
So Vikings off to a good start here. So Vikings will kick off to the Buffaloes with a 14-0 lead. Let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll come back to Prairie View. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
high school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here along with Greg Chalker. Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. We are in Lacine, Kansas at Prairie View High School. And Vikings are leading 14-0.
Vikings doing a good job overcoming mistakes.
Yes, they have. They definitely had some mistakes on that second drive, but I think they're going to be fine. Just need to play some good defense.
And they have.
Nice, decent return here.
Yeah,
Across the 25.
Jacob Mills with the return.
You know, it's good to see
Tackled by
the younger
number
kids. You know, I'm seeing the
24,
younger kids throwing a football, you know, clear over across the fence on the other side, Greg. You know, you see that a lot of games. And, you know, I've seen a lot of stories talking about that, you know, how awesome that is to see the younger kids out there, even though, you know, they're in the atmosphere of the game. At some point they're going to come in here and watch some of the football game.
Right.
But they're out there just enjoying the moment and playing a little football themselves. And
what a beautiful evening for it.
Man, it's perfect out here. So 7:58 to go. 1st and 10 on their own 26 are the Buffaloes. And we got a dead ball foul here, I'm thinking. The delay game. Where's the clock?
3 seconds. Nope. Maybe an equipment issue.
Yeah, it's just a late start coming in for Chandler Henson, I think.
Yeah. Chandler Henson ran off, had to come back with his helmet fixed.
So no foul, that's good. 1st and 10, Buffaloes.
Vikings have 10 in the box.
And yeah, a good push forward there. Gabe Murillo, quarterback, who's kept it, got about 3 on the play, so going to be 2nd and 7.
Makai Ball was in on that tackle. He's been active.
Yeah, he really has. You know, we did lose. We lost some good defenders last year. You know, you think of Cam Kendrick, Jesse Jones. I mean, we lost some good defensive players last year that was really important on that side of the ball. And I like the way Makai Balls came in here and played, and really like the activity Chandler Henson's showing so far.
Right.
Got Jason Smart here on the near side. Murillo, hands off, and wow, who was that? 50.
50 number, that's Corbin Harris.
Corbin Harris.
Blasted that play. You know, talking to Coach Dumas last night, he really talked about Cade Brown and the leadership he has shown this year because he's healthy, and said he is the undeniable leader of this defense. And yeah, what a motivated guy he is.
Yeah.
37 from the 30 yard line.
Corbin Harris broke his hand early on in the season last year and wasn't able to play a whole lot, and you know, I substitute at the high school quite a bit, and I got to know quite a few of these kids, and he's a good kid.
Well, he's a difference maker on that play.
Yeah, definitely. And it'll be 3rd and 7 from their own 30. Little motion here, and Murillo.
Oh, good play, but
little toss pass, and it gets to the edge, close to a first down. I think it's a yard short.
He was driven out of bounds by number 3.
Kind of depend on the spot. Yeah, he's
about a yard
and a half short.
Yeah.
Big decision here.
I'd almost, if it was me coaching Prairie View, I'd be like, you know what, we're going.
Well, the last punt didn't go too well.
No, I mean, in the last 2 drives, the Vikings have started around the 35, 36 of them. So, I mean, it's not any different.
Right.
And, yeah, like you said, their last punt went for maybe 5 yards.
More like line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so, I mean, and it appears that they're going to run a play here. They're running that play clock down, though. They're under 10 seconds already, and they haven't even got up to the line of scrimmage. 8, 7. Yeah, let's see what they do. Murillo under center.
Trying to
He's
draw
not
him
going. He's
offsides.
not going to
Yeah.
run a play.
Yeah.
Well, they threw a flag to delay a game, though, wasn't it?
Flag on the play.
Well, they got him for a false start.
The Buffaloes.
False start before the delay game?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I saw the Viking players pointing.
Well, very disciplined
Yeah.
Viking defense there to realize the situation and
Defending
that they were going to try to throw you guys off,
from
and
the 30-yard line.
they didn't bite, so that's good.
Punt for the Buffaloes.
So Buffaloes are going to try to punt it again. Here we go. This one's a
Little
little
better.
bit better. It goes out of bounds at about the 35
Yeah.
of the Vikings. So the Vikings will have,
And return on the kick.
he's coming all the way up. Wow, he came up to the 41. He gave us a pretty good spot
Yeah,
there.
that's a pretty good spot.
And
We'll
mark
take
ball
that.
for the Vikings
So
at
first
their
and 10 Vikings from their
41
own
line.
41. 14-0 Vikings.
A chance to extend on that.
Yeah,
Run some clock down. And
we got
and
5:20 to play. I mean, there's no reason to throw it real fast and get down the field real quick and score. You can
We've still
you
got
can
all
cut-
our timeouts.
You can run it down and score and go in at halftime with a healthy lead. Trey Mack, shotgun.
Throw the ball.
He's wanting to pass it, though.
got
Wide open, JJ.
JJ's wide open.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Trey Mack
Streaking down the
continues
right
to
hash.
receive
Right down the
Kendrick
seam,
with
and
the
man,
last
JJ made him pay. That was a gash. That was about 25 yards at least on first down. So it's going to be first and 10 on the
21
Buffalo
yards on the play.
28-yard
Good
line.
for a Viking first
So
down.
5:08 and counting here,
Ball is on
second
the
quarter.
Buffalo 28-yard line.
Trey Mack's 3 for 3
That's pretty good.
for 91 yards. Unofficially.
Unofficially. I think he's 4 for 4. He threw that
That's
touchdown
right.
to Wheat.
Yep, I didn't
He's
have
thrown
that
2
one.
to Wheat and
He's
2
4
to
for
Kendrick.
4.
Yep. Not too shabby.
Not too bad. I'd look for Landon Wheat here, one-on-one at their corner.
Yep, I see him. Uh-oh, what is this?
Oh,
Oh, collision.
yeah.
Yeah, just
Jamarcus ran
Yeah.
right into JJ, and
Yeah, I just don't think they're on the right page there, and-
No.
Nice defensive play by number 17, Parker.
I see what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
And it's a good play, but
Parker
just
Swartz.
poor execution.
sophomore Parker Swartz he's been a playmaker for them. I've been watching him. He's been on a lot of plays, number 17, and very athletic. And he seen what was happening. He came right in there and broke that up. So we're down to 4 minutes 30 seconds. Second 10. Buffalo 28, 14-0 Vikings. Trey Mack. We might have a timeout.
Yeah,
Vikings, sure
call
enough.
Timeout. Sure
We got
enough.
timeout Vikings. So let's take a timeout with them. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Welcome back to Prairie View High School. Second 10 from the Buffalo 28. And handoff to Washington. Not much there. Might have got back just to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, he just ran right into the back of his own lineman.
Yeah, he's got to bounce off that and go wide. Down to 4:14 and counting here. Second quarter. Be nice for the Vikings to score again here before this halftime break.
You know, they don't have a small defensive line there.
No, they're pretty stout.
They're stout. There's a lot of action going on inside there.
Man, I see a matchup problem down here on the bottom if they can just get it out to Landon Wheat.
Right.
Wow. And here he comes. He throws it this time to Washington out of the backfield, but he didn't pick up hardly anything, maybe 3 or 4.
3 yards.
Wow. That's a good tackle by Murillo there. Wow.
Defense by number.
Sorry, that was Peyton Dottie for them.
Looks like Jace coming in
Gain of 4
for
on
a
the
field
play.
goal attempt.
Well, we're getting ready to find out
First and 6 from the 20.
if Jace can kick a 41-yarder here. The Viking home stadium got new field goals a couple of weeks ago, and Jace Quinn was out there trying them out. I was out there watching him. That's a bad snap,
Yeah.
and just
High
he
snap.
got late to it and just couldn't get his leg into it, and it is no good. So it will be 1st and 10 Buffaloes from their own 31 with 3:05 to play. So, well, Greg, let's see if that can spark the Buffaloes to do something, because they really haven't done a whole lot. They got backed up to their inch-yard line and got 3 first downs in a row, but then wasn't able to do anything else, and the next drive weren't able. So literally they've had maybe 40 yards of offense the entire first half, and now on a missed field goals to go to 20, Greg? I guess I don't know the.
I guess.
Must be.
Yeah.
Because he missed that from the 31, and that ball 1st and 10 on the 20. So here goes the Buffaloes. They're going to have to go 80 yards. And knocked in the backfield. Cade Brown cleans it up along with a couple others.
Trey Hollis got into the backfield.
Man, Trey Hollis is just.
Yeah, he's very active.
You know, I don't remember calling his name very much last year. He's
He's kind of battled injuries his whole career.
He really stepped it up on the basketball court last year about midseason and did really well, and it's good to see him playing out here on the.
I just remember the last 2 years seeing him on the sidelines in a jersey and shorts and jeans. He's had some issues with his knees, and
he's a good-sized kid.
He is. He's a great athlete, and he's a good kid. I know him. He's a good kid.
So it will be 2nd and 12, 2:30 and counting. 14-0 Vikings. Under center is Murillo. And DeMonta Kendrick. Intercepted!
It's intercepted!
And he's taking it all the way back, but there's going to be a flag. Wow.
He threw that ball right to Mikey Ramsey.
Mikey Ramsey ran it back in, but I don't think it's going to count. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see what the penalty. It might be a hold on them.
Wow, if that counts, that is unbelievable. Mikey Ramsey just grabbed that and ran it to the house. It's on them. Well, no.
Is this unsportsmanlike conduct?
I don't know.
After the touchdown?
I'm not sure what's going on. We're getting ready to find out.
Yeah, it was an unsportsmanlike conduct, I believe, on the Vikings.
So the score does count.
Yes.
Well, we'll take that, Greg.
Yeah, who was that putting pressure on him? Was that Chandler Henson?
That was DeMonta Kendrick.
DeMonta Kendrick? Okay.
DeMonta Kendrick buried the quarterback at the goal line.
Nobody ever touched him.
Wow. So 2:11 to go. Mikey Ramsey, interception, runs it back for a touchdown. Jace Querin, extra point is good. 21-0 Vikings. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back to Lacine, Kansas, Prairie View High School. Parsons Vikings 21-0 lead, 2:11 to play here in the first half. And because of the unsportsmanlike after the interception returned by Mikey Ramsey is going to be a kickoff from the 25. But it's a great kick by Jay Square all the way down to the 15-yard line of the other side. And almost a good tackle there at the 20.
Good return.
Good return out to about the 38. But like I said earlier, Greg, Prairie View's only had about 40 yards the entire half, and they're going to be forced to go 60-plus here in 2 minutes and 4 seconds. It would have to be a fluke, I think.
Right.
I like the Vikings' chances here of going in with a 21-0 lead.
Scoreboard shows them with 3 timeouts, but I think they've used at least 2, right?
You know?
I know they used 1.
Yeah, I know they used 1. I'm not sure.
Because they used 1 on when they tried to draw us off sides on that 4th down. I thought they used 2.
And here comes Murillo, right under center. And, wow, who was that?
That's Cade. I think that was Cade Brown. That was
met right at the line of scrimmage.
That was quite a collision.
Wow.
My goodness.
Yeah, they're pushing Cade.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun to see. Man, he is pumped up. So it shows a gain of about a yard, but he met him hard at the line of scrimmage.
I think he's just happy to be healthy.
Minute 30, 2nd and 8 on their own 39 are the Buffaloes. 1:26 and counting. Here in the half, pitch on the edge and gets out of bounds. Oh,
Chandler Henson. Knocked him out of bounds.
A little bit of a late hit there, but I don't think there's any flags. That's a good thing.
Man, I don't know that we can overstate the difference that getting a guy like Chandler Henson
he's
coming into your program makes.
And I think he'll get better as the year goes on because, I mean, this is the first game in our system. I mean, you know, he just watched a lot of tape and just practiced. I mean, it's going to take a little bit of planning, but I can guarantee you he's going to be ready for that game.
He's going to be ready in a week.
Next week against Labette County at Marvel Park. Under center is Murillo. 3rd and 4, and wow.
Pretty nice little play call.
Little confusion there, but Vikings did bring him down close to midfield. And I think they're going to use a timeout here, sure enough. So 56 seconds to play. The Buffaloes are going to take a timeout. They have the ball right at midfield. Let's just keep it here, and let's thank some sponsors again. Our sponsors are Labette Community College, Forbes Hoppin Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Labette Bank, Bartlett Co-op, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Dress for Less, Community National Bank, Tank Connection, Wood Insurance Center, Strategic Partners, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Parsons District Schools, Snyder Lawn Care, and Olson Ace Hardware. Thank you to all of our sponsors for bringing you Viking football here in 2023-2024. And the Vikings are off to a good start here. The Vikings will have 2 home games the next 2 weeks. We will play Labette County next Friday at home. And then the following Friday, we will host the Iola Mustangs. So Murillo under center for the Buffaloes at midfield. Looking to pass, and wow.
Trey
Tullis! Man, Trey Tullis is all over the place.
Wow, what a great game for Trey Tullis. It's great to see him having this kind of
That is
game.
awesome.
He's earned it. He's absolutely earned this.
Down to 39 seconds, and I think the Buffaloes are going to be
Timeout called by the Buffaloes.
timeout Parsons, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, timeout called by Parsons.
Got that strip sack. Didn't get the sack, but got the
Wow.
strip.
That's a loss of about 6 on the play. We'll just keep it here. Greg, that,
Yeah.
you know, it's nice to see these kids that have, you know, came up with the program, stuck it out, get to their senior year, and then now it's their time to shine, and they're making the best of it.
Well, and they've played the whole way through. They played middle school. They played the youth league. It's what Parsons has needed. Shout out to everybody that's
Coached these young kids and
these
brought
young
them up. Yep, and
you and I have both coached our kids growing up, and,
Yep.
and it's no picnic. So
to say the least.
so good for these seniors. and the
Drew's
juniors.
sitting here laughing at us. He's sitting here doing the live stream. He knows what we're talking
Well,
about.
I got one just like him. So
So here we go. 2nd and 15 from their own 45. Little motion, and that's going to be.
I think that motion guy went forward before he went backwards.
Sure enough, it's going to call illegal motion.
That
Down to 37 seconds here in the first half.
looked a little suspicious to me.
From the 40-yard line.
But what do I know?
Yeah, backed them up another 5, Greg, and Buffaloes are going to have to do something a little bit different here in the second half. They're
going to we'll probably have to start throwing the ball more.
Yeah.
And which could
open some things.
Yeah, give our defensive backs a chance to eat.
Yeah. So the Vikings, like I said, they do have the next 2 games at home, and then following those 2 games, they'll have 2 more road games. They'll go to Baxter and to Riverton before coming back home in October. So nice to have a couple of home games early on, and try to build that record up.
Well, and this is a long trip for your opening night game, but,
Yeah.
but you know, you get to play on such a beautiful facility.
Yeah.
You know, the guys always like to play on these nice turf fields. And they'll be glad to get back to Marble Park, though.
If I'm hearing right, Greg, this might be the last year we will play them outside of a playoff, obviously.
Right.
Coach Dumas did not like something. He was running down the sideline screaming. Wow, what a run there. Just a lot of strength there.
Trey Mack held on for dear life and got him down. Wait until he got help.
Yep.
Timeout called by the Buffaloes. Play was good for Prairie View.
Down to 33 seconds. Vikings lead 21-0.
3rd and 6. On the 46-yard line.
We'll see what they come up with here. They're going to have to air it out just to try to put something on the board, Greg. They got 1st and 10. Actually, it says 3rd and 6. I guess they did have the ball at midfield.
They had the
didn't
penalty.
They? Yep, that's right. So
that was a heck of a run.
3rd and 6 at the Viking 46.
Yeah, that Josh Goodwin for them he's quite a running back.
Yeah, he's a big kid. Here come the Vikings back up to the line of scrimmage. Led by DeMonte Kendrick coming up to the ball.
Trey Tolis has got a lot of pep in his step. I think he knows he's having a good game.
Oh, yeah. He's on the edge here. See him. He's wanting to get in there.
Yeah, he is.
Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Oh, he missed it.
He missed him. That's a good run.
That's a really good run there.
Good play call.
Parker Swartz. We've said a lot about Parker Swartz here. He's been a little lightning bolt for them. He's one of their only players that have gained yards.
Right. Yeah, they've gained more yards on this drive than they have the whole game. Looks like Parsons called timeout, or they called timeout.
They had to.
That has to be their last one.
It shows 0. Shows Parsons has 1 timeout left, and the Buffaloes are out. So we are down to 28 seconds. You know, Greg, it said 33 seconds. He ran quite a ways there, and it only lasted 5 seconds. I think that's a little clock work on the home
cooking.
Home cooking here.
Home cooking.
Give them an extra couple seconds or something here.
We're in the middle of nowhere. What are we going to do about it?
That's all right. What are we going to do? I mean, I mean, we got it on camera. We could probably rewind it, but nobody's going to say anything when we're up 21-0.
Well, what we haven't talked about is we're giving them some momentum here going
Yeah.
into halftime. They get the ball back.
Yep, true.
So we need to stop them here.
Yeah, if they score here, that definitely be a little feather in their cap going in at halftime. If they do anything positive here. So Vikings need to come up with a stop. 1st and 10 Buffaloes on the Viking 27.
Almost forced to throw the ball.
Let's
No
see
timeouts.
Let's see what they do.
Yeah,
And he is going to throw, and
incomplete.
Nowhere to go with it. Chandler Henson was right there on.
We've spent a lot of time in the backfield when they've tried to throw the ball.
Yeah, we're running up 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line.
So that play only took 3 seconds. Down to 25 seconds. And think if Patrick Mahomes had these guys run the clock, how many times they'd score.
A million.
We're going to have the Chiefs hire these guys. So we got 2nd 10 from the Viking 27, 25 seconds to play. Vikings just need to keep them out of the end zone.
There we go.
And a pass to the end zone, and it's overthrown. Good try though.
Yeah.
He was there.
Yep. Makai Ball made a good jump at it. Jumped a little early.
Yep. And Peyton Doughty, the senior tight end, almost pulled that in. That would have been a really unfortunate thing for the Vikings, but it would have been a great thing for the Buffaloes. But right, that said, we're down to 3rd and 10 on their Viking 27, 20 seconds to play. Yeah. Like Drew just said, that only took 5 seconds. He threw it 30-some yards in the end zone. Well, it happens, I guess. Home cooking, Drew. It's all right. All right, Murillo under center. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone again, and it's intercepted. Oh, I thought he had it. So close interception by Trey Logan. He had a beat on it, and man, and Trey Logan is still down.
Yeah, he was way up in the air and came down, I think, on his looked like he came down on his shoulder.
Yeah. Hopefully Trey will be all right. 15 seconds now. 21-0 Vikings. We'll just keep it here. Coach Scheibe out to check out Logan. Logan's listed as the backup quarterback, Greg. You know, I don't remember him playing last year, but I could be wrong. I mean, he could have been out there, and maybe just didn't get a lot of playing time.
No, I don't remember him playing last year.
But
he's playing well.
He's listed as a 5'11", 150-pound junior. Hopefully Trey will be okay.
Well, they're helping him up,
yeah,
so he
he's
must be
getting
all right.
up, so he's fine. Good deal.
Is that Trey?
That was not.
Yeah, it's not Trey Logan. It is Makai Ball.
Makai Ball.
And he's walking off under his own power.
Sorry for the viewers.
So
it was not Trey Logan. It was Makai Ball. And
well,
Makai is jogging off, so he is fine.
I've been saying for 3 years, these are the hardest jerseys in football to see the numbers.
Yep.
You look at Prairie Views, black with white letters.
Oh, yeah. You can see those numbers from.
Our home jerseys are worse.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is going to be 4th and 10 from the 27 of the Vikings. 15 seconds. Murillo under center. Little motion and handoff fumble.
Did we get it?
It doesn't matter. It's 4th down.
Yeah.
So no matter what, the Vikings are going to take over. I'm assuming.
I'd assume they take a knee.
Just take a knee and
take
go to
the
halftime.
Lead in.
Vikings will take over on downs.
So the Vikings defense did hold.
And they're going to start the series
They
on
bent, but they didn't break.
33-yard
Yep.
line.
So 12 seconds to play here in the first half. Vikings lead 21-0. Washington and Mack are still on the sideline.
If you wanted to take a shot, you probably could with all your playmakers,
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
No reason to get real greedy here.
No, because if you throw an interception, they run it back. I mean, that'd be kind of silly.
Making a lot of substitutions, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They're bringing in some. Landon
Yeah, that's going to be a kneel down, I think.
Is it?
They're all in tight.
And they got a 5-yard penalty.
Delay a game.
Yep, took too long to get to the ball.
Delay game.
It'll be 1st and 10 Viking, 1st and 15 now for the Vikings. 12 seconds to play first half.
From the 30, or from the 28-yard line.
Well,
I thought they were going to take a knee, Greg,
yeah,
but now it looks like
I still think they are.
Trey Mack takes it.
No, they're not.
And he throws just a little dump
Little
pass
screen
to
pass to
Washington.
Jamarion.
He's just going to pick up
Yeah.
some yards. Just padding his stats.
Yep.
Pick up about
Washington
12 yards
That'll
there.
do it for the half.
And that is the first half. The Vikings lead
After
21 to
Vikings lead,
0.
at the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen, with the score.
And let's take
Parsons 21, Prairie View 0.
Let's take a 15-minute break, and then we will come back here to Prairie View. So let's take a 15-minute break, and then we'll come back. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Greg Chalker, Tony Fuentes, along with Drew Fuentes, taking care of our live stream. This is the Eye Care Associate halftime report. Doctors Gilmore, Newland, and Ray. And the Vikings got off to an early start. 9:34 to score or to play here in the first quarter. They scored a 9-yard touchdown off Jamarian Washington. And then in the second quarter with 8:04 to play, 11-yard touchdown from Trey Mack to Landon Wheat to make it 14-0. And then an interception returned for a touchdown by Mikey Ramsey. Makes it 21-0 with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to play in the first half. And that's where we're at 21-0. Vikings pretty much dominant there, Greg. I mean, I feel like they were dominant, but I felt like it could have been a little bit more. And then we had that one possession, in particular, second possession, that was riddled by a lot of penalties.
Yeah, they had a lot of penalties in the first half, but I'm sure Coach Scheibe and the rest of the coaches will have some things to say to the players about that. I had Trey Mack unofficially 5 for 5 for 107 yards passing in the first half.
That's pretty impressive.
Jamarian Washington, 6 rushes for 26 yards. You know, J.J. Kendrick had that jet sweep.
Yep.
For about 15, 16 yards. So they moved the ball well. They moved the ball well. They just shot themselves in the foot too often.
Yep. And the defense have played well. We said Trey Tullis' name a lot, Cade Brown's name a lot, Makai Ball playing safety a lot.
Yeah.
You know, just some of the kids that we talked about in the pregame are showing up, and then some names that we didn't really talk about in the pregame are showing up as well. You know, Corbin Harris and Trey Tullis are showing out.
Yep, Chandler Henson.
Chandler Henson
having
playing
a really good game.
Playing good. Just really the defense seems like they've been very disciplined. I'm thinking right here on the 40-yard line in front of us, I think it was like 4th and 1.5, I believe, Greg, and they were trying to get our defense to come off sides, and we didn't do it, So, it's this early in the season for a defensive line to stay that alert to know what the offense is trying to do to draw them off sides, to not fail.
Well, we're seeing what we want to see. We're seeing senior leadership be senior leadership.
Yep.
We're seeing discipline on the defensive side of the ball. Not as much discipline on the offensive side of the ball, but hopefully that gets cleaned up. But, I don't know what more you could ask for than 2 hours from home, opening night.
There he is.
Up 21-0 at half.
Yeah, and I couldn't be more happier with the outcome so far. We're down to a little over a minute. They're probably going to extend the time a little bit. They usually, I don't know why Parsons isn't out here yet, but they're not. Usually they'll back up the time a little bit to give them time to stretch and warm up a little bit. But I was going to talk a little bit when I was talking to Coach Scheibe early in the week. We were just talking about some of the division foes like Frontenac and Baxter and Galena, and so Frontenac, of course, loses Mangini, a strong running back from last year, but they bring back, I want to say he said 18 out of their 22 starters, which is pretty solid. Baxter, he was pretty sure brought back every single starter. We did handle Baxter pretty well last year, but anytime you bring back every starter, that's a lot of experience coming back, and we got to go down to Baxter, Greg.
Right.
So it's
absolutely.
I don't know if you've ever been to Baxter. It kind of sets down in a hole. It's a little intimidating.
Yes,
it
is.
If you never played down there. So we'll see. And Galena's tough. It doesn't matter what. They're tough. And then we talked a little bit about Columbus. Columbus beat up on us the last regular season game last year, but they lost. I want to say he said they lost 18 out of 22 starters.
My goodness.
So that's going to be tough for Columbus to overcome. But
Columbus
Columbus always has that next man up. They always have kids that are coming up in their program and ready to just get down and play some football. And so no matter what, we're going to have some good games going down the stretch. But that Friday the 13th is the one I got circled at Frontenac, Greg. I think that's going to be a tough game, and that's right in the middle of the season, to where it's going to be. We're going to know where we're at by then.
Absolutely. I did hear at halftime that Frontenac is losing tonight to Colgan.
Really?
But Colgan's always a strong program, so that doesn't say anything bad about Frontenac necessarily. Yeah. You talk about Columbus, there seems to be a connection, especially if you talk to football coaches, between wrestling programs and football programs.
Oh, yeah.
And if your football players aren't playing basketball in the winter, coaches want them wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
And Columbus has always had such a strong wrestling program, and they just have tough kids.
Yep.
They've always just had get in the mud, tough kids.
Yeah. And you talk about wrestling. Cade Brown wrestled last year, and I want to say he was a point or 2 points from going to state in wrestling last year. And I know Cato Barmiller real well, good friends with Cato, and he's the wrestling coach, and he's also assistant football coach here. And he thinks the world of Cade, and he thinks that Cade could be a state wrestler this year, his senior year, and so hopefully Cade can stay healthy through the football season and continue to do other things like wrestling. So we got a lot of good seniors. Like I said earlier, 14 seniors on this team, so a lot of senior leadership out there.
You really think about it. If we can get, and I know I don't want to look too far ahead, we have to win this game tomorrow night. We got a tough game next Friday against a team that's definitely going to want to beat us.
They're going to want to punch us in the mouth for sure.
But you feel like our district is such that whoever can come out of our district
is
going to have a real shot to go deep. this winter.
And we got knocked out the last 2 years by Girard. Girard did lose a lot of playmakers on their offense. So, looking forward, if we can get the ball rolling and get some wins, we could hopefully host a playoff game and have a chance. But like I said, we got to take care of business one week at a time. And
absolutely, but it has the makings of being a fun season for Parsons High. Those of us that bleed blue and gold, we have a chance to really watch something special this year if they can just execute.
Yeah, and that is going to end our halftime report, sponsored by Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Gilmore, Newland, and Ray. Thank you to the doctors for sponsoring our halftime report, and we are almost ready for kickoff. Jace Quirin out at the 40-yard line.
Breeze has picked up, so he's kicking into that wind a little bit.
Yeah, it has picked up a little bit. Man, it is a nice night out.
It's beautiful.
We are on the north side of this press box. We're on the outside. We don't have a table or chair. We're just kind of standing up, kind of winging it out here in the. Good thing it's not raining.
Big kick all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Good return here.
Oh,
he's out past the 20.
Great job.
I'm not sure who number 10 was. Jesse Jones last year.
Yeah, it's not Jesse Jones. That's what I wanted to say. No, that was Nasir Haygood.
Nasir, great tackle there.
Nice angle, nice tackle. Solo tackle.
Yep. So, yeah, if you can hear it on the mic, and the wind it's probably gusting 15, 20 mile an hour now.
It's coming right into our face, so it's coming a little bit out of the east. That flag's laying limp, though, so.
Huh. Maybe it's just we're up here a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Buffaloes, 11:55 to play, third quarter. They will have the ball on their own 25-yard line. And it's going to be a pitch to the outside. Pickup of about 2 or 3. Gang tackle there, DeMonta Kendrick.
And Corbin Harris was in on that as well.
Chandler Henson was there too. A little bit of a gang tackle there by the Vikings.
This I just wanted to say something real quick about Jace Quirin. He's kicking into the wind and kicks that down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, that's a 60-yard kick.
It's we will miss that when he graduates next year. Hopefully there's somebody in the wings, but
maybe his little brother.
Yeah, he's worked awful hard at it. And it sure pays off.
Nice to have a kid that's dedicated to something.
Yeah.
And Gabe Murillo under center.
That would be a false start.
And Peyton Doughty, I don't think he had the right snap count there. He was off and running. He was the senior tight end. I think it's going to back him up 5. So now it's going to be about 2nd and 10 maybe. Right back to where they started.
Right.
So 2nd and 10. Vikings lead 21-0. 11 minutes and counting here in the third quarter. Murillo under center. Handoff. And Swartz is swarmed.
Cade Brown. Cade Brown with a nice pursuit and tackle there. Said his name a lot.
They're going to give him about a half a yard on the pickup for Swartz there. Down to 10:39 and counting. 3rd and 9. 21-0 Vikings. I just don't think they have the passing game, Greg, or they would be trying to air it. I just don't think they have the playmakers on the outside.
Unless we start turning the ball over, this game should go our way, the way our defense is playing.
Murillo and a handoff, big run.
Big run.
Wow, he almost got.
He got 7 yards, 8 yards.
It's going to be 4th and 2. This might be similar to earlier, Greg, when they try to get us offsides. But that 5-yard penalty is the difference maker here. Because they would have had a first down right there. That penalty is going to come back and bite them unless they pick this up. And it looks like they're going for it. They have no look of punting here. 9:41 and counting, third quarter. Viking defense coming to the line and to get in the backfield.
Oh,
and
ball's on the ground.
Who's got it? Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's turnover on downs, even if we don't got it. So the Vikings will have the ball.
Yeah, Demias Johnson jumped on that ball, but there's a flag on the ground.
Uh-oh. What's the flag? Come on. I think it's on Prairie View.
Maybe a procedure penalty.
Yeah, he's writing something in his book. I never like it when they're writing
Writing
in the
my
book.
name down again.
What's he writing down? I want to see a picture of that book.
Timeout Parsons.
Timeout Parsons. It's showing 1st and 10, but they haven't moved the sticks at all, Greg.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have a timeout called by the Vikings.
I think the Prairie View coach was like, well, what's the call?
Yeah.
We don't care about the timeout. Just tell us what the call is.
42-yard line. Buffaloes.
On who?
Okay.
They're saying unsportsmanlike conduct on Parsons.
They need to clean that up. That's our 3rd unsportsmanlike conduct. 1 on the sideline, 2 on the field.
Man, that's too bad. Because, I mean, that's a big stop there, and we would have had the ball inside the 30.
I think it was after the play. I think we still have the ball. Yeah, okay.
So it's Parsons' ball. Yeah, that's the offense on the field. That's got Trey Mack back in shotgun, Jamar and Washington next to him. So, well, I mean, but after we had that interception, ran back for a touchdown, we got on. I don't even know what that could have been.
I don't know. Maybe somebody said something after they stopped him.
Yeah, that's true. Trey Mack hands off to Washington. Washington up the middle.
Nice run. That was
about
nice run.
4 or 5?
Gain of 4. Yeah, gain of 4.
Jamar Washington with the carry, tackled by Peyton Doty for the Buffaloes.
There'll be 2nd and 7 from the 39-yard line of the Buffaloes. Vikings lead 21-0, 9:13 and counting. And Trey Mack in shotgun. Ryan Washington in the backfield. Fake. Pass to J.J. Kendrick. J.J. Kendrick makes a move. Picks up the 1st down. So 1st down Vikings.
Nice defense by.
Be 1st and 10 from the 30. So the Vikings get back that 15 yards that they lost on the unsportsmanlike.
Josh Goodwin.
Now the wind's really starting to pick up.
Sorry, I was gone. My paper blew away.
Yeah, it's gusting 20-25 now. So 8:41 and counting. 1st and 10. Buffalo 30-yard line. Trey Mack. Bad snap, and Washington gets smoked in the backfield by 3 or 4 Buffaloes, and loss on the play. 8:22 and counting here in the 3rd quarter.
We're after 4 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd and 14 from the.
I think that was just kind of a bad snap, and I don't know. I thought he was going to fake it and then throw it, but then he ended up handing it to Washington. I think he just kind of panicked after the bad snap, and then Washington just got tackled.
Important thing is we didn't turn it over.
Yep. Mack, bad snap again, and Mack just covers it up close to midfield.
Yeah, he actually had that ball between his legs and finally grabbed it right at the end. They almost Prairie View almost got the ball.
Wow. That would have been a bad deal.
Yeah.
So Vikings now in a long 3rd and forever. Probably about 30. I think it is 3rd and 30.
34?
3rd and 29 from the 49. 3rd and 29 from the 49. 7:50 to go. 21-0 Vikings. I'm not sure why the clock is stopped. Is there a flag?
I don't know.
They're walking it off, Greg. Is it unsportsmanlike on them? It had to have been.
Had to have been. Huh, that's a break. Is that an automatic 1st down?
I don't think so at the high school level.
Hey, after all that, the markers
so now it shows 3rd and 14 from the 34. .7:48 and counting. They reset the play clock, but Mack wants to take it now, and he throws it to Wheat.
He's got a blocker.
He makes a move. He's got the first down and inside
Nice
the 15.
play.
Landon Wheat with another great catch and run.
Number 11.
I feel like they could do that a lot, Greg.
I think they could do it every play if they wanted to, but they want to take the time. They want to get Jamarion his yards.
Yep. Man.
And you got a runner like him, you need to give him his yards.
Exactly. So 1st and 10 on the 14. 7:22 play and counting here in the third quarter. 21-0 Vikings. See if the Vikings can punch this in from the 14 here. Got Landon Wheat near side, J.J. Kendrick on the far side. And really, they've been the only two receivers, Greg. Now they're going to J.J. Kendrick, wide open, and what a catch.
Caught it, and he's still on his feet.
And inside the 10, the 7?
Down to about the 7. Ball bounced straight up in the air. He jumped back up and got it. And
I think the wind made that float a little bit. He hit it with his hands up,
that was
up in the air, and then he caught it again.
It was dead into the wind.
So 6:55 went out of bounds on the play. 6:55, clock is stopped. 2nd and 8. Actually, it's got 2nd and 3, sorry.
7-yard line.
Vikings rush to the line. Still got plenty of time on the play clock. Hand off to Washington. Breaks the tackle and touchdown.
For the touchdown.
Jamarion Washington scores from 7 yards out for his 2nd touchdown of the game at the 6:40 mark to make it 27-0 Vikings. So Jamarion Washington now with a 2-touchdown game.
Man, that was a nice drive by the Vikings.
Yeah, much needed there to start this third quarter. After a good defensive stand, that's a nice kick by Jace Quirin.
Yep, into the wind.
And it's good. So 28-0 Vikings, as the wind is really, it's starting to become pretty steady. It's not just a gust, it's a steady wind now. The flag is starting to move over there, Greg, quite a bit.
Yeah. And it's almost straight out of the east.
It is.
It's kind of strange.
So the Vikings now with a 28-0 lead. Let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll come back. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Kraus in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Welcome back to Prairie View High School. Tony Fuentes here along with Greg Chalker. Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream, and Karen Harsty back in the KLKC studio passing us through. Vikings lead 28-0. Jace Quirin kicks off and turned from about the 15 and taken down at about the 23.
Jacob Mills with the return.
Couple of Vikings in on that tackle. It's clear on the far side of the field. Can't really pick up who it was, but I'm pretty sure that was Chandler Henson.
Chandler Henson was in on that, and so was Nasir Haygood was in on that as well.
Yeah, Nasir, we've said his name a few times.
On
He's having a
great
game.
Ball is on the Buffalo 24-yard line.
Chandler Henson stays on the field to play linebacker. Got Demias Johnson, DeMonta Kendrick right up down the front. Jason Smart here on the near side. The Buffaloes 1st and 10 from their own 24. They are trailing 28-0. 6:36 to play. Nice run play here. Wow, Swartz finally breaks free. He got about 13 yards there on first down.
Cade Brown saved him going a long way.
Yeah, Swartz I think is only a sophomore.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a young kid. Got a bright future ahead of him. He keeps making plays like that.
Absolutely. Well, they've run that counter a lot tonight. Every time they run that counter, they get some yards.
So 1st and 10 Buffaloes, their own 38. Now met in the backfield, probably a gain of 3 or 4 on the play.
Caden Blake in on that tackle.
Caden Blake.
Yep, Caden Blake. Down to 5:48 and counting here in the third quarter. Vikings lead 28-0. An early touchdown run by Washington. And then a pass from Mack to Wheat for a touchdown. Then an interception by Mikey Ramsey. And then another touchdown run by Jamarian Washington to make it 28-0. Buffalo's now with a pitch to Swartz. Oh my goodness, who was that? Who is that, Greg?
Parker Swartz with the carry.
I can't see his number.
Oh,
50. Is that Corbin Harris?
That's 60.
60. Who's 60? Caden Blake?
Yep, Caden Blake again. That's
Caden
2 in a row.
Blake,
But that
2
was
plays in a row.
That was something.
He blew that up. Swartz took him for a loss. It's now down to 3rd and 11. I think he picked up 4 on the play before, and that was a loss of 5, I believe, Greg. Wow. Caden Blake came into play. So down to 4:45 and counting. 3rd and 11 from their own 37 are the Buffaloes. Aaron much needed some yards. It's a good run up the middle, but it's not going to be enough to get a first down. It's going to be about 4th and 7.
Chandler Henson in on that tackle, as well as DeMonte Kendrick was in on that.
Uh-oh, got a gimpy Cade Brown coming up. That's not good.
Oh,
he's fine, though.
He's
He's trotting off, but he is going to get a little breather.
We're going to bring up 4th and 7 from the 40.
Cade Brown's going to take a breather, but he looks like he's fine. It'll be 4th and 7, and they are in punt formation, Greg, but it's a bad snap.
Oh,
wow, we almost blocked that. What is the flag?
I don't know what that could be.
I have no clue what
Get away
that
from
could
that
be.
ball, guys. Looks to me like Cade might be cramping. Yeah, the trainer's over there working on a cramp.
Okay. What could that penalty be is what I'm trying to figure out. Because there was nobody around our guys when they threw it.
Illegal man downfield.
Oh.
No, that can't happen on a punt, can it?
I don't know. Good question, Greg. If Scott was here, I bet Scott would know. But yeah, I think we're coming all the way.
Whatever it was on them.
On them or us?
It was on them.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not.
I think it's on us. I think they marked it 5 yards from where the ball was.
Yep, it's 4th down over again. It's 4th and 2.
5-yard penalty.
Oh, Drew said too many men on the field. The Vikings had 12 on the field. That's what caused that problem. Man, that ball rolled down inside the 20. I almost would have taken the punt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the couple times they're going for it here. It's 4th and 2.
And they called the timeout.
4th and 2 from the 46. We got a timeout, Buffaloes. Let's take a timeout with them. 28-0 Vikings, 3:37 to play. Third quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
On 2nd and 2, Man, it is going to be close.
It looks to me, I'm right in front of me. It looks like he got it.
I think he got it. The guy on the far side is showing he doesn't have it.
All right.
But the guy on the near side is showing he has it. I think they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, that's a first down. If the spot's right, that's first down.
First down, Prairie View. So Vikings lead 28-0, 3:28 and counting here, third quarter. So Vikes still in control of the game, even though a first down there.
Cade Brown's back in the game.
So Cade Brown back in the game. That's good to see. And first and 10 Buffaloes from their own 48. Gabe Murillo, senior quarterback, still under center. And they've just ran it a lot. Here's Swartz again.
That counter.
They just, yeah, Greg, have they thrown it twice?
Right.
I mean.
Well, they threw that last possession of the first half. They threw 4 or 5 times.
I guess you're right. But nothing that was too deep of a pass. I mean.
They threw that one pass to the end zone from about the 20.
That's right. Then they had the interception that
Right.
Mikey Ramsey ran back. But I think that play was just blown up because I think Devonta Kendrick was all over the quarterback. Here's a run right up the middle. Cade Brown had him, and then he snuck by him. I think they got another first down.
Was that Chandler Henson cleaning that up?
I believe so.
Play was good, Prairie View.
No, it was DeMonta Kendrick.
So down to 2:15 and counting, third quarter. Parsons leads 28-0. The Buffaloes are on the move on this drive. First and 10 on the Viking 41. But most of it just running up the middle.
Yeah.
And another run. Just a little bit off tackle. Picked up 5 or 6 on that run.
Yeah, that's what these running games do. They wear down your defense a little bit, but the problem is they're not scoring fast enough to really get back in this game.
Corbin Harris jogging off, getting a breather.
We can give them this long drive if as long as the clock keeps running.
Down to 1:22 and counting, third quarter. Just need to keep that clock running, especially when you have a 28-point lead. Murillo hands off again. Nice run up the middle again. Man. Another first down.
All the Vikings trying to strip that football.
Yeah. Jason Smart, Makai Ball, both of them are trying to strip that ball from the running back. We're down to a minute to play here in the third quarter. Vikings lead 28-0. 29-yard line of the Vikings is where the Buffaloes have the ball, first and 10. And quarterback Gabe Murillo. I don't think he's been in shotgun the entire game. I think he's been under center the entire game.
I think you're right. You don't see that much anymore in high school football.
And nice little pitch, but there is probably a hold, I'm guessing.
Holding.
I think Swartz might have got a little hold there on the edge. Swartz doesn't like it. He said something to the ref as he's walking by him. Now the refs, they're wanting to talk about it, I think. The one on the far side saying something to the crew chief. But they are backing him up. They're going from the 29 to the 39. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Down to 35 seconds and counting in third quarter. 28-0 Vikings. First and 20 for the Buffaloes. Man in motion, faked it. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Intercepted. Who is it? Is that Mikey Ramsey again, Greg? Number 4. Touchdown.
That's Mikey Ramsey.
Mikey Ramsey, 2 interceptions for touchdowns. Both of them pick sixes. That one went for almost 60.
Yep, we got another flag.
Oh, that's going to be
another unsportsmanlike
conduct. But Greg, when you do something like that, that's big. You got to clean it up. Maybe the refs are just trying to be really tight this week, trying to set the tone for the season, calling a lot of unsportsmanlikes. But you're allowed to celebrate a little bit.
Celebrate, and we have, we talked about this on our drive here. Our coaching staff feeds that level of excitement.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all these boys just love the game.
And Jay squaring on for the extra point, and it is good. 35-0 Vikings. So Vikings in total control here on another interception return for a touchdown by Mikey Ramsey. And let's take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit LavetteHealth.com.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
For the Buffaloes.
Welcome back to Prairie View High School, Lacine, Kansas. Parsons Vikings now with a 35-0 lead. 11 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And Greg, sophomore Mikey Ramsey, is he having a night or what?
He's having a night.
Man.
He's having a night.
I mean, you kind of expect, Jamarian Washington score a couple touchdowns, but if you're gonna come in and say Mikey Ramsey's gonna score 2 touchdowns and they're both gonna be pick sixes, I tell you you're crazy.
Right.
And then that 15-yard penalty made Jace Querin kick it off from the 25. Greg, he just kicked it 75 yards into the end zone for a touchback.
And the wind is coming out of the northeast.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I think
he's a little pumped up.
He may have a good chance to kick at the next level. I know he's went on a lot of trips this summer to different schools.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see where he ends up going to play at the next level because he's got a great leg. And Buffalo's now 1st and 10, right up the middle. Just have they really
let him run that all night.
Pretty much the entire game. And that's going to end the third quarter.
Wow.
So your score at the end of 3 quarters, 35-0 Vikings. Let's take a 1-minute break, and then we'll come back for the fourth quarter. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Welcome back to Prairie View High School as the fourth quarter just started. Running play up the middle for Prairie View.
Clock. Yeah. They never started the clock.
I see.
About 25 minutes ago, we got
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time,
we got some score updates from our district at half. Baxter was leading Southeast 34-0. Girard was up 18-8 over Columbus. Circle is beating Labette County 14-7, and Riverton is up 21-8 over Galena. Now those were from about 25 minutes ago.
Riverton 21-8 over Galena.
That's
a
interesting.
surprise.
That's very interesting.
Wow, that's we're going to definitely want to watch some film on that Riverton squad before we go down there in about 3 weeks.
Absolutely.
So
we have junior Dennis Remington.
Well, we were wondering what the running clock rule was in Kansas. I guess we're going to find out if it's 35.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. The score is 35-0, and we are. I guess they must have called a timeout before that into the third quarter as it was running down, because I think they just now starting the fourth quarter on the other end of the field, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 on their own 33 for Prairie View. And Schwartz.
Yep. Oh.
And wow, what?
Who was that?
What a play. That's so far away. But Cade Brown's the one went flying back,
right,
but somebody else got there first. I want to say it was
Chandler.
It's Chandler Henson.
Absolutely, that's
24.
Chandler Henson. Absolutely, it was.
Chandler Henson.
You tell by his walk.
Wow. Chandler's
what an addition to this football team.
Chandler's playing pretty tough. He's worked for me at the rec this last summer, and great kid.
Great.
And he talked a big game, and I was hoping he'd bring it back, and he's showing out. That's good. Good for Chandler. And a run up the middle. Pickup of a couple.
Somebody told me last night that he's the one that put the hit on Chris Beard last year to knock him out of the game in the LC game.
Man, that was a tough hit
because Chris Beard's a tough guy.
Yeah, he's a load to take down. So we're on 3rd and 8 from their own 35. 10:54 and counting.
Let them run it.
Vikings lead 35-0. The Vikings won last year 56-21 over Prairie View in week 1.
Oh.
So 56-21 is a 35-point difference, so about the same difference as it was last year.
This one's on the road.
And it's a shutout by the defense.
Yeah.
That's the big key is, that motivation, that defense, if they could shut this team out. And it's got a 4th and 6, and it looks like they're in punt formation.
Yeah, wonder if we got too many again.
He gets through. He
got blocked.
And I don't know can you return that after a block?
That was Trey Logan on the block.
That was a great block. He got right through the middle. I think it's a running clock, Greg, because there's people changing out, and the clock is still running.
There we go.
So I
guess we know.
It's 35 for the running clock. Drew thinks it's 30. I don't know.
Drew doesn't know.
Drew's pretty smart sometimes, though, Greg. Drew said he's been doing this for 3 years, so I've been doing it for 3 years, and I don't even know. So what's that tell you? All right, here we go.
Back on offense.
Parsons, Trey Mack hands it. Oh.
Tate Phillips running the ball.
Tate Phillips going to go for a
touchdown.
Tate Phillips.
Tate Phillips with the counter.
Tate
touchdown.
Phillips, senior.
What a play call.
He said, I want to get in the end zone. Come on, guys.
Good for him.
Hey, he faked me out. Tate, if you listen to this later, bud, you faked me out.
Yep.
That was a good run there.
That was for his Aunt Teresa.
That was what, 34 yards?
Yeah.
34-yard touchdown for Tate Phillips. Good kid.
This one just got out of hand.
And now the score is 41-0. And Jace Quirin can make it 42 if he can knock this through. Bad snap.
He got it
Gets
down.
it down.
Got a flag.
We got a flag, but it shows good. Let's see what the flag is.
So we got a flag on the play.
And let's see. All right, let him re-kick it. All start.
All start.
So they're going to have to re-kick.
All start called against the Vikings.
So was it back him up 5, Greg?
Yes.
So they're going to have to kick the extra point one more time. Actually, that's not a bad idea because the clock's still running.
There you go.
And everybody's just standing around.
Yeah.
And it's 41-0, so.
It's all right. We've all got a long drive home.
Yeah.
Nice, pretty good crowd from Parsons tonight. There's probably, what, 100 people over there?
Yeah, there's a decent crowd. It's about an hour and 40-minute drive. Took us about 2.5.
Thank you, Drew Fuentes.
But it's fine. We got here in plenty of time. We're just really hungry, and we're going to just eat pizza on the way home. It's fine. Jason Quirin.
Jagger's done a really nice job getting those snaps
got it down.
He's done a nice job.
It was not a great snap, but Jagger got it down, and a good kick by Jace. 42-0, and the clock is a running clock down to 6:50. We'll just keep it here. Let's thank our sponsors one more time. We got Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Labette Bank, Bartlett Co-op, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Dress for Less, Community National Bank, Tank Connection, Wood Insurance Center, Strategic Partners, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Parsons District Schools, Snyder Lawn Care, and Olson's Ace Hardware. Thank all of our sponsors for bringing us Viking football. And Jace Quirin will tee it up at the 40-yard line.
You know, 42 points is impressive, but I think the 0 on the other side is more impressive because it's not like Prairie View is smaller than us.
No.
They've got 3 guys that can absolutely run the football with anger, and we have.
Oh, no.
Yeah, okay, so
the referee just got
down,
smoked.
and he's down in the end zone.
Hope
he's okay.
He might have got kicked in the face when the guy was trying to get the ball.
Yeah.
Hope the referee is okay.
Both the trainers are coming out to take a look at him.
Tanner's running out from the Parsons sideline.
That wind took that ball and just grabbed it.
Yeah, and then the returner kind of fumbled a little bit backward into the end zone, and then
looks like he's up.
The referee was behind him.
That was the white hat, too.
Was it the white hat?
Yeah, it was the white hat.
No.
Yeah, he's holding his jaw. Looks like he did get kicked in the face.
Wow.
Hope he's all right.
He's definitely going to write down that guy's number.
Uh-huh.
I would.
Yeah.
Well, they did stop the clock for that, I guess.
Yeah.
So momentarily the clock is stopped at 5:29. Vikings lead 42-0. Be first and 10 for the Buffaloes at their own 20. Clock is on the move again, down to 5:20 and counting. This possibly will be the last drive,
I would
guessing.
Say if they keep running the ball,
if they run the ball and pick up at least 1 or 2 first downs, this should be the last drive.
Start the ball on the 25-yard line or 20-yard line.
Yeah, you tell
him. All right. Morello under center. Going to keep it himself. Picks up maybe 1 or 2.
Tackle by Demias Johnson.
They don't look in any hurry to run too many plays.
No,
Second
when you're down 42-0, Greg, and it's a running clock, it's pretty tough.
Well, it's just been a total domination from start to finish. You really only had one drive that you thought they might score on. That was that.
And
Was that
Murillo, a little trickery there.
Oh,
Swartz,
yeah. Oh,
Swartz,
nice.
nice.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Yep.
Swartz is going to go all the way unless he catches him. He's trying.
Oh, my gosh.
Swartz does score. So the Buffaloes on a busted play. And I got another Viking cramping up a little bit on the midfield here.
Touchdown.
So the Buffaloes do get on the board,
Yep,
Greg.
they got on the board.
Just as we were saying it was going to be a shutout, it's not a shutout anymore.
Well, and it's a good program.
Yeah.
They've got a good program. They look like they're a little down on numbers this year, but
man, a couple of years ago, Greg, they were tough.
Oh,
they
they were. I remember that game.
Mouth. Their quarterback and running back were such a dynamic duo. They were tough. Even 2 years ago when we came up here, we lost to them here in a nail biter, and then we beat them in the first round of the playoffs, 28-26.
Yep, I remember that game.
And then we went down to Girard that next week after that. And then in that game at Girard that 2 years ago, we were hanging with them, and then all of a sudden Girard just took off. And I think Girard was losing, or no, they were winning 18-8, weren't they, against Columbus at halftime?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to see if I have any updates from.
So Girard did graduate quite a few great players, but they are leading Columbus. But earlier this week, talking to Coach Scheibe, Columbus did lose 18 out of 22 starters. So that's a lot of loss on the ball. So
I just got a text that said that LC's down 28-26 late in the third quarter, so they're putting some points up.
28-26. Labette County's down by 2.
They're playing Circle.
Wichita or Towanda Circle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the Vikings have played in that Towanda Circle basketball tournament the last 3 or 4 years, and pretty good program up there in Towanda. And trying for 2 here, and wow, what a run.
What a run.
So the score is 42-8.
Caden Berry gave his best effort to put a tackle on him, but there was no stopping him on that run.
Man, that was a bull rush on the run there, and a good 2-point conversion.
We got a Viking down.
Yeah, I think it was the one that was trying to make the tackle.
Caden's running off the field. Maybe I didn't see it right.
Yeah. So I got 3:06 on the clock. The clock is stopped for a second here. Let's take a 30-second break while we've got a player down. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
42-8, and it was Jason Smart that was the player that was injured on the field, but he is walking off on his own, so he is fine. So
walking a little gingerly, but
yeah, Coach Scheibe there along with trainer.
Looks like he's going to be all right.
So
Prairie just had the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, that was has a pretty hard hit.
Yeah.
And it looked like he lowered his head right into his
sternum,
and man, it'll put a shock to you.
I wouldn't know.
Me neither. I like watching football.
Yep.
I don't really want to get hit. I played one practice in middle school, Greg, and we did tackling drills, and I was like, well, I just don't think this is for me. I think I'm going to play golf instead.
I played my freshman year and lasted 2 practices. Brad Woodworth hit me one time, and I was done. Nice.
Little trickery, Jamarcus Washington. Nice run by Jamarcus.
Very nice.
Gets back to the 45 of the Buffaloes, so about a 20-yard return there for Jamarcus. He's had a couple of decent returns.
He's had a good game.
Yep.
We've said a lot of Viking names that have had good games tonight that I don't think either of us probably thought we'd say.
Yep. I agree with that. We're down to 2:10 and counting, so Vikings in no rush to get on the field. The play clock's already down under 20 seconds. They reset it.
Reset it.
Yeah, this game is basically over.
Didn't reset the game, stop the game clock, so.
That's fine. So I think the Vikings are going to take a delay game probably, and actually they could probably take a delay game till the game's over and it'll be over. It don't matter.
Yeah.
We got 1:45 and counting.
Vikings still standing on the sideline with 5 seconds on the
Coach
play clock.
Scheibe's not even over there. What's he doing? He just called timeout right before the play clock expired.
Timeout called by the Buffaloes.
So the timeout, I guess, does stop the running clock. Thanks a lot, Coach Scheibe.
Yep.
So, Drew said the Buffaloes called it. I thought it was Coach Scheibe. So 1:33 to play. Vikings lead 42-8. Vikings will get this victory, Greg, and I mean, there's going to be a lot of good things that come out of this.
Yes.
I mean, there's some missed tackles on that score there, but at that point, it's 42-0. I mean,
I think the unsportsmanlike conduct, those are pretty easy to fix.
Yeah.
First game of the year, everybody's excited.
Yep.
I don't know.
Trey Logan in as quarterback, and he's going to run it, and he is knocked out of bounds by several Buffalo players.
The Vikings are going to have to get their emotions in check, though, because like we talked about earlier.
Next week, there's going to be a lot of John on the field. I can guarantee you.
There will be a lot of talking.
Yeah, it's even though you're friends with them, you call them frenemies on next week.
Absolutely.
There's going to be a lot of guys that they're friends with that they're going to. Trey Logan fumbles it, picks it up, makes a good run, and he gets about 5 yards.
Yep.
And
that will be the last play if they want it to be.
Pretty close, could be the last play. Vikings are going to win this one.
6 on the play, going to bring up 3rd and 5 from the 40-yard line.
Get the win, but you've got teaching moments.
Exactly.
What a coach likes.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 5, but they do not have to snap the ball, and I don't think they're going to.
No reason to.
Yeah, so this game is officially over. So the Vikings win 42-8. Let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll come back for the Bowen Pharmacy postgame report. You're listening to Viking Football on B93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
And let's run down the scoring for the Vikings in this Bowen Pharmacy postgame report. First time they got on the board was a 9-yard touchdown run by Jamarion Washington. And then in the second quarter with 8:04 left, 11-yard touchdown strike from Trey Mack to Landon Wheat to make it 14-0. Then with 2:11 to play in the first half, an interception return for a touchdown by Mikey Ramsey. to make it 21-0 at halftime. And then third quarter, 6:40 to play. Jamarian Washington again, 7-yard touchdown run to make it 28-0. And then Mikey Ramsey again for an interception return for a touchdown. 60 yards this time to make it 35-0. And then the fourth quarter, a 34-yard touchdown run by Tate Phillips to make it 42-0. And then the Buffaloes scored a late touchdown in the last 3 minutes to make it 42-8. But Greg, overall, like we've been saying last few minutes, it's just a pretty solid win for the Vikings, cleaning up some penalties. Just some stupid flags. But other than that, I say offensively and defensively pretty clean.
Very clean game. I'll tell you what I take from this game is, first of all, I can't remember an incompletion from Trey Mack.
I don't think he did.
I have him 6 for 6 for 140 yards.
Pretty good.
I have Jamarian Washington 11 carries for 60 yards, tough yards. But you just look at the maturation of our seniors.
Yep.
Cade Brown, Trey Mack running this offense, Jamarian Washington running the ball, holding on to the ball.
Yep.
If they stop Jamarian Washington, we've got J.J. Kendrick and Landon Weed on the outside, plus others. I'm not leaving anybody out. This is going to be a tough team to beat if they don't make big mistakes. They're going to be a tough team to beat. If they don't turn the ball over, they don't make big mistakes, it's going to be a tough team to beat.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Greg, got anything else?
Nope.
Well, next week we will be at home against our cross-county rivals, the Labette County Grizzlies, at Marvel Park, 7 p.m. next Friday, September 8th. So come out and support these boys in our first home opener of the year. Well, that'll do it for Karen Hardesty back in the studio, Greg Chalker along with me, Tony Fuentes, and Drew Fuentes on our live stream. We wish you a good Labor Day weekend and good night from Lacine, Kansas.
Good night.